Coming up on Look Today, Glens Falls Mayor Jack Diamond continues to push for police consolidation, and a convenience store owner in South Glens Falls disappears. He left the business abandoned. We've got details on that. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Erin Coe. She's the director of the Hyde Collection in Glens Falls, and we're going to talk about the museum and art in our community. And I also sit down with Cheryl Ann Murphy-Parent. She's the director of Saratoga Code Blue Shelter. We're going to talk about what's going on there. Plus, we have your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Actually, before I get into the headline stories, something just came across my desk. From our newsroom, Joshua Bennett appeared in Washington County Court this afternoon to try to arrange a plea agreement for his involvement in the death of one-year-old Kaylee Castle. Apparently, he turned down the plea agreement. We're going to have video and a full story on this tomorrow in our newscast. All right, in our other lead stories. Glens Falls Mayor Jack Diamond continues to push for police consolidation between the city and the county. Now, according to the mayor, city residents might become more supportive of consolidation when they know the tax impact. According to the mayor, the owner of a home in the city valued at $100,000 could save $185 annually in city property taxes under such a consolidation. However, the County Board of Supervisors Criminal Justice and Public Safety Committee on January 25th rejected the proposal. Finch Paper, which has the highest city tax bill, would have saved over $100,000 annually. Well, the county committee said it will not reconsider consolidation unless the city common council approves it. Well, the mayor said he will continue to try to build grassroots support. Well, in other news, the 16th annual Tuscan Dinner, benefiting the Winter Adaptive Sports Program for the Double H Ranch, was held at the Glenn Sanders Mansion in Schenectady. The event was chaired by Jay and Georgia Horner of Clifton Park with Angela Mazzone. The silent auction provided many interesting items, such as a BMW bike, a unique love seat handcrafted from an old ski lift, and, for those with a sweet tooth, a tub of chocolate chip cookies baked from scratch by a volunteer. I wonder what that went for. All right, changing from the news to weather. While we've seen a lot of rain recently, there was an outburst of warm weather and, I dare say, sunshine. Let's see what's in store for the rest of the week. We're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. And back to the news. Well, this story gets very complicated and very interesting. A convenience store owner has abandoned his business, leaving behind two clues as to why he might have vanished. Now, the first clue is the man fled after the authorities seized $48,000 in cash from the man back in November 5th of 2015. They believe the store owner was involved in drug trafficking. Now, he was not arrested as drugs were not discovered. However, until the store owner can prove that the money was legally earned, the authorities have the right to keep the confiscated funds. Well, another clue has led the authorities to believe he may have gone to Sacramento, California, after a package that was delivered from Dish Network was rerouted to that new address. Also, the store owner's home in Waterford shows no signs of anyone having lived there for months. Well, the man who identified himself as the owner did call the mayor of South Glens Falls, Joe Orlo, on Tuesday and promised to reopen the store. And this is what the mayor had to say.
The owner had contacted me on Tuesday to tell me that he wishes to reopen the store and will fit any compliance with our health department and the community as far as any remediation that needs to be done in the store. And he hopes to be open in a month or two.
Well, the plot thickens. And we're going to keep you updated on this story as it develops. Well, in other news, Skidmore College has received a record number of applications for the class of 2020. The 9,091 applications from high schools around the world surpassed last year's total of 8,423. Also, the number of early decision applicants reached a record number of 542, up from 411 in 2015. Now, over the last 5 years, applications to Skidmore have increased nearly 60%. Now, there's also a notable increase in applications from students who come from diverse backgrounds, and that's good. Coming up, I sit down with Erin Coe. She's the director of the Hyde Collection in Glens Falls, and we're going to talk about the museum and all of the things that they're doing with the community. And I also sit with Cheryl Ann Murphy-Parent. Now, she's the director of Saratoga Code Blue Shelter. We want to bring you up to date on everything that they're doing. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea or join us for an interview, give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.